Welcome to the Champion Leaders Guide podcast. My name is Christopher D. Connors. It's so great to have you join here today. The topic for today that I wanted to share about is you can have it all, both in life and in business. And I wanted to be able to share a story from my own life. And so earlier this summer, I was super excited about signing my son up, my oldest son, for baseball, as I always am. He's an excellent, very, very talented baseball player. And one of the great joys of my life has been able to work with him to help him to become a better player and to guide his career. And so I signed him up, but I knew that I was going to be having a very busy fall period coming up. I've been very blessed to have a lot of great speaking engagements of late, and I've been traveling a lot. And so I did not sign up to coach his team because I knew that I was going to be traveling. But I figured, hey, I'm still going to be able to be at a number of the practices and games, and I'll be rooting him on from the stands. And so a few weeks passed after the sign up. And as I was checking my computer one night, it's right before I'm going to bed. And I get an email, and it's from the sports coordinator for the town. And he was saying, here's your team, here's the roster for your son's team. There's just one thing, we don't have a coach. And so I'm looking at this email and I'm saying, oh boy, well, who's going to step up? And it's right before I'm about to go to bed. And for some reason, something compelled me, even though I knew that I wasn't going to have the time and that I couldn't possibly be able to be at everything, is what I'm really trying to say. I knew that I might be able to be at certain things, but something compelled me, something told me to say, I can do it. And so I sent that email, and I along with one or two other guys, kind of stepped forward to be able to get involved and coach our son's teams. And so I've kind of become the de facto head coach of this team in late August. And all of a sudden, we inherited such a great group of kids. And I realized, hey, maybe they're going to be able to move certain things around to kind of morph and work to my schedule. Despite the fact that I'm traveling a lot, there might be 1 or 2 days a week that I'm not going to be in town, but maybe it'll work out. Lo and behold, here we are 2 months later. The regular season has finished up. My team that I coach now, our team, my son's team, won the regular season championship, and we're going to be starting the playoffs soon. And obviously, it's just been a thrilling experience to be a part of. I've always been so keen on mixing in these things into your life that you're passionate about in addition to your career. No matter how busy you are as an executive, as a leader, you're able to find time to do the things that you really want to do if you're willing to make the time for them. But for me, it's been so much more rewarding than just these wins. It's the time that I get to spend with my son. And what I've learned and realized over the course of my soon-to-be 10-year-old son's life is that, really some of the best bonding moments of his entire life that I've had, the time that I get to spend with him, have been coaching him, playing a sport like baseball or basketball, or it's been working on a sport with him in the backyard. It's been cheering him on from the stands, even if I wasn't a coach. But it's finding those things that he loves, that I love to do together, and uniting on that front. And my main message in sharing this story with you is that it's something that I have actually been able to find and discover in my life, not just with my oldest son, but being a part of some of the experiences that my wife, who's the CEO of a wonderful nonprofit, and supporting and guiding some of the things that she does, and being there to support events. It's being there for my 2 other sons. You can have what you really want to have in your career. I think whether you're an executive, a CEO, a leader, you're an emerging new manager, you're an independent contributor, no matter where you are, I really do believe that you can have these things. Why and how? Well, you begin to prioritize your time. And if you say yes to the things that you know excite you and light the fire inside of you and that are going to bring you joy in your life, you can try to find that balance, be adaptable, and work with it over time. I mean, things have worked out very, very nicely for me. And it's been one of the most rewarding and special bonding experiences that I've ever had with my son. And think about how much different things would have been for me if I had just decided to not respond to that email, if I didn't step up. And maybe no one would have stepped up, but there were in the end 1 or 2 people. But just being able to write back and say, I can do it. And it's said to me, hey, even in the midst of what's been a very busy year as a writer, releasing a new book, coaching a lot of folks, having a busy day on most work days, and traveling, preparing, speaking for events, traveling back in some instances late at night. When you're inspired to want to do something that is going to do good for the benefit of others, I know for a fact that I've just put my heart and soul into coaching these boys. And in return, it's just given me so much joy and gratitude and peace of mind. And everything, all those wonderful things back in return. But it's spoken to me in a very loud way to say, don't give up the idea that you can't have it all. You can embrace your work and life balance with doing things that you enjoy in your life. And there's going to be a way that those two things are able to synchronize and dovetail with one another. You can be that big leader that you want to be. You can achieve the things that you want to achieve. I still encourage you, set big professional goals and don't compromise making yourself available for doing wonderful things. But don't neglect that personal side of your life, because you may find in the end that some of the most enjoyable moments of your life would be spent doing these things that you love, either with your children, with your wife or husband, with family members. Really, in the end, you're going to discover, as I did, it's so much bigger than just a game. It's really those moments that you have that hopefully one day you're going to look back on and realize this is what life is all about. And I am able to integrate these things into what is a busy work life. I truly believe that we can all have that if we really want it. This is Christopher D. Connors. Thank you so much for listening to the Championship Leadership Podcast. Check me out more both at chrisdconnors.com and also on LinkedIn. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.